Ramen, curry, and sushi are all well-known delicacies of Japan. But what do we know about the sweeter side to this country? While there are large influences of desserts from the West, Japan has been consistent with their traditional and delicious sweets. Throughout this documentary, I'll be looking at 3 different well-known Japanese desserts to explore and discover new flavors that are loved all over Japan. Taiyaki, Daifuku Ichigo Mochi, and Dango are all desserts I have heard of and some I've already tried, but I want to find out more about why these desserts are so popular and why they are so unique to Japan. Taiyaki is often said to be similar to the batter of waffles or pancakes. However, the uniqueness of this sweet treat is the shape. This time, I'm here at Okusawa trying the delicious and freshly baked taiyaki from Medetaya. おすすめがありますか？
おすすめは今季節のメニューで、はい、ずんだん、枝豆ですね。あとわらびも、お芋さん、レモンクリーム。じゃああんこ一つ、レモンクリーム一つ、はい、ずんだん。
Taiyaki is made using these fish-shaped molds. These molds are taken after sea bream. In Japan, sea bream is considered to be one of the most valuable fish as it is thought to be lucky. Taiyaki originally took after imagawayaki, which is the same concept but with a circular shape. The fillings I chose for today's trying were anko, edamame, and lemon cream.
So today I'm here at Medetaya Taiyaki in Okusawa, and I'm going to be trying 3 different flavors of taiyaki that I got. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the anko flavor, which is the red bean, and the prices were pretty good for this place, so it's just it smells pretty so it smells pretty good here. This one's really good. The filling is really hot, and it's so sweet, but it's not like too overbearing. Like sometimes I find that anko flavored stuff can be a bit too sweet for me, but this one's really good, and the batter is just so crispy and soft inside, like really, really yummy. So this one here is the lemon cream. I was going to get originally like normal cream, but then I saw this was a recommendation that she gave me, and really good. It smells lemony, it's really nice. That one's really that one's really good. It kind of tastes like lemon curd, like in like the spread that I usually have in England. Really, really good. All the batter and stuff of the taiyaki is really good, really fresh. Obviously it's really hot because it's just been made, but the fillings are just unreal, like honestly. The filling is just so zesty, and it's like, I didn't know if it was going to be quite artificial or not, but it feels like really fresh lemon. So like the cream and the lemon together works really well. It's not like too sweet. It's just so refreshing, to be honest, and it's quite hot today, so it's quite a nice snack to have. This was one of her recommendations of the new flavors that she has. So I thought it'd be quite cool to try one, because I got 2 sweet ones and I'm trying a savory one now. Just have no idea what it's gonna taste like. I wasn't expecting. The filling itself is like quite sweet as well, which is quite surprising. I wasn't sure if it was gonna have like a more savory taste or a sweet taste, but it's really, really sweet. Obviously you've got the edamame taste, but it's not too like overbearing, and it's got the hint of it, but it's not like a savory snack. This is definitely still quite on the sweet option. Out of all the ones I've had, it's a really hard choice because the anko is really, really fresh and so good, and the lemon cream That was very, very refreshing, very zesty, very nice. But then the edamame really surprised me. It's quite like a familiar, kind of familiar texture to eat, because I know a lot of people can struggle with textures and stuff, and trying new foods in Japan can be quite difficult because there's a lot of new flavors compared to England, for example, where I'm from. So I definitely recommend this as a safe option if you don't want to go too far out your comfort zone. So overall, Medetaya Taiyaki in Okusawa has been just amazing experience. Like, the food has just been so delicious. I definitely recommend exploring different flavors. If you've had taiyaki before, try flavors that you don't feel is like a usual thing to have in it. Definitely recommend this place though. Food media approved.
一番好きな日本のデザートは何ですか？
一番好きな日本のデザートはみたらし団子です。
みたらし団子は何ですか？
みたらし団子は団子で甘いタレがその団子にかかってるデザートです。
日本のデザートはどうしてこんなに有名だと思いますか？
日本のデザートは、結構長い歴史があるから、昔から食べられてるものが多くて、なんかいろんな人に愛されてるんだと思います。
どら焼きは食べたことがありますか？
あります。
どうでしたか？
どら焼きめっちゃ好きです。なんかあんことかがあるから、あんこ好きだからどら焼きもすごい好きです。
日本のデザートはおすすめがありますか？
いちご大福おすすめです。
どうして？
いちご大福は、なんか、その、大福、お餅の中に、いちごとあんこが入ってて、なんか、日本の伝統的な食べ物だから、すごいおすすめです。
Today I am discovering the flavor of Ichigo Daifuku Mochi. I came to Ginkado in Asakusa to see what this shop had to offer. Ichigo Daifuku first appeared in the 1980s, and while the creator is unknown, many believe that Wahei Osumi created the concept. All Daifuku varieties consist of a chewy mochi shell with different fillings inside. Mochi is made of glutinous rice flour known as mochigome. Ichigo Daifuku Mochi is known for being quite unique as it uses whole strawberries as fillings.
I'm really excited to try these as I love Ichigo Daifuku. I've only tried it a couple of times, but my favorite flavor was the chocolate. But I'm going to try it from this store and see what it's like. Just even from touching it, it's just so soft. It's really nice. It looks like it's going to be quite hard to eat in one go, but I'm just going to take a bite. Oh my god, wow. That is so good. That is literally, it's got like a strawberry paste inside, and the strawberry is just so fresh on top. The mochi texture is just, I can't even explain it. It's so soft, and it really goes well with the strawberry, especially as this is a strawberry flavor. It's really perfect almost, but it's not too sweet. I've noticed throughout all these desserts that I've had, it's been like the perfect amount of sweetness for me. So this one was really good. Next, I'm going to try the chocolate one. And I'm really excited for this one because this is my favorite one. So I'm just going to give it a go. That is so good. We all know how chocolate and strawberries go so well together, but this is so good. The chocolate tastes like the batter of chocolate cake. It's so good. The mochi itself is so soft, like all of them. I'm sure it will all be the same. Just goes so well with the strawberry. This one's the best so far. So on to the next one. We are trying the green matcha one, which I like a lot of matcha foods, so hopefully this one will be good as well. But as it's going, Ginkado has not disappointed me yet, so I'm very excited for this one. This one's a bit more firmer inside compared to the other ones, which had like a more ganache feel or a paste feel. This one's a bit more firmer. So yeah, the paste inside is quite firm. This matcha is not too bitter. It's quite light actually, to be honest. It is starting to melt though, so I'd say when you get these, eat them quite quickly before, because we're standing right under the sun. It's not my favorite out of the three that I've had so far, but it's still like really, really good and really quite a neutral taste, so it's not too overwhelming. Another thing to add for the matcha, it was kind of a bit more of a blander taste compared to the other ones. The other ones are quite rich in flavor, especially like the chocolate one. Now I'm going to be trying the custard one, which I'm quite excited to see. Oh my god, it's melting. It's so soft, like the consistency of it. It's so like appealing. It's very squishy. It has a very similar taste to vanilla ice cream. It's so creamy. Really nice. I really like this one. I just can't get over the texture of these. They're just so satisfying to eat. Normal mochi, obviously without the strawberries, is really good as well with the same texture. But these ones with the strawberries, it just creates such a good contrast of textures. Oh. So sweet. On to the final one, we have anko, red bean, which is a very traditional flavor in Japan. I really like anko, especially over this documentary. I've noticed that I really like it. Before that, I always thought it was a bit too much, but I've been finding really good desserts with anko and they've just been perfect. This one's not too melted, so we're quite lucky. I'm just gonna go straight ahead and try it. I can't put my finger on it, but as I was eating it, something like changed with the paste. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. That one was good, but it was a lot sweeter than the other ones. I'd say I definitely prefer the tastes of the strawberry and the chocolate so far because it was a bit more of a subtle sweetness. But it's still quite nice, and it has, oh, the strawberries are so juicy. And it has just that very like traditional Japanese kind of sweet taste. So now we've finished all of the Ichigo Daifukus. I'm going to give my final overview on all of them. The strawberry one didn't have too much of an overbearing sweetness, which was quite nice because a lot of strawberry flavored things are quite sweet generally, but that one was really good to start with. Onto the chocolate one, that one was my favorite out of the set. I think that had such a good ganache filling, and it tasted exactly like cake batter, which was just, I love that anyway. I just feel like strawberry and chocolate is just such a perfect combination, and it's so good that traditionally Ichigo Daifuku was made with like red bean, but like there's just been an expansion of flavors, so it's just been so nice to be able to try the mixture of them. Onto the green tea matcha. Didn't really taste like a strong matcha, which I'm used to with some desserts. For example, I've tried dango, matcha dango before, and that had a really good taste of matcha. It was very not bitter, but like it coated it very well. But in comparison to this one, there was quite a firm kind of block of matcha in between, which kind of disrupted the consistency of the mochi. But overall, I think it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. Onto the custard one. That one was a surprise. It just kind of tasted like I was eating into a custard donut, which was quite nice. The custard was very much like condensed milk, especially when I ate quite a lot of it. It was a bit overbearing, but as I took just one bite, it matched really well with the strawberry. It's like ice cream, vanilla ice cream. So I really enjoyed that one, actually. That was a pretty good one as well. It doesn't beat the chocolate, but it was still quite enjoyable. Onto the red bean one. This one was very kind of hit and miss for me. It was quite surprising with, I think it was the sourness of the strawberry mixed with the anko. I'm not sure how I felt about that mixture. I know that anko mochi is really nice. I like that myself. But I feel like with the strawberry, it wasn't my favorite combination. It was a bit of a thicker paste inside, so it contrasted with the soft outer shell of the mochi quite a bit. But I did really enjoy it still. So overall, Ginkado, I definitely recommend it. A lot of people as a tourist destination come to Asakusa to see Sensoji, and it's just along the strip. So I'd really recommend popping in. It is a really good dessert to try, and it's one of my favorites. So for Ginkado, I'd have to say food media approved. 一番好きな日本のデザートは何ですか？
おはぎです。
どら焼きです。おはぎは説明してください。
おはぎっていうのは日本のお米の上にあんこが乗ってるものです。
どら焼きは説明してください。
どら焼きはなんか丸い生地の間にあんこが挟まってるお菓子で、それもちもちしてて美味しいです。
日本のデザートはどうしてこんなに有名だと思いますか？
日本のデザートはどちらかというとヘルシーなものが多いと思ってて、欧米のものって結構 too much sugar だったりとか、あとあんまりいいその材料を使ってなかったりとかがあると思うんですけど、日本のものって結構素材の味を大切にしてるお菓子、スイーツが多いと思うので、すごい有名なのかなって思います。
日本のデザートが有名なのは多分見た目がすごい美しいだけじゃなくて、 味もすごく繊細で、だからそれが食べる人を魅了するんじゃないかなって思います。
みたらし団子は食べたことがありますか？
あります。
たい焼きは食べたことがありますか？
あります。もちろんあります。
どうでしたか？
めちゃくちゃ美味しいし、腹持ちも良くて、結構よく頻繁に食べます。はい。
それもなんかどら焼きとちょっと似てるんだけど、なんか形が魚の形をしてて、それが可愛くてとても美味しいです。
日本のデザートおすすめがありますか？
はい、ゼリーおすすめしたいです。
日本のおすすめはみたらし団子です。
ゼリーは何ですか？
ゼリーっていうのは、なんかプルプルしたプリンみたいなやつなんですけど、よくなんか夏とかに食べると、体が冷えてとっても美味しく食べれると思います。
なぜですか？
でも味がすごい美味しくて、なんかタレもすごく甘くしょっぱくて、日本ですごく有名な食べ物です。
みたらし団子 are Japanese rice dumplings, skewered and coated in a sweet soy glaze. Originating from Kyoto in 1598, these sweets were served as an offering for gods as it was seen as a symbol of luck. I came to Oiwake Dango in Shinjuku to learn more about the flavours of mitarashi dango and find out why it is so popular.
So today I'm here at Shinjuku Gyoen and I'm going to be trying some dango from Oiwake Dango, which is around 2 minutes from Shinjuku Sanchome Station. And they have indoor seating, but if you can't go there because it's like a big queue or something, you can always just come to Shinjuku Gyoen to enjoy it. Originally, I was just going to try the mitarashi dango, as that's what I'm focusing on this documentary for this dessert. But I decided to get different flavors because they had quite a few. So this one is the normal mitarashi dango. Then I also got nori dango, which is seaweed dango, shoga dango, which is ginger, and also goma dango, which is sesame. I'm intrigued to see what this one tastes like. Wait, that's actually really good because usually when I've had it before, the sauce is like too much. For the sauce, it's like, compared to other ones I've tried before, this one's not as sweet and overbearing. This one, it's like a soy sauce, I think, just a sweet soy sauce. The texture of the actual dango is like mochi, but it's a bit more like fluffy, chewy mochi rather than like firm, chewy, like chewy food. That one's pretty good though. I like this one. Good?
Yeah.
This one here is the goma dango and it's the sesame one. So, okay, it smells very sesame to start with. The sauce looks very thick, but it's an interesting color. I just went for it because it looked different. This one, the sauce is a bit more thicker and it's got like bits of sesame in it, so it's got a different texture. The texture of this is the same as the other mochi, like the dango, because it's like all made from the same. But the flavoring is actually really good. None of these so far have been too sweet. They've actually been really manageable. I recommend the sesame flavor as well because it gives a bit more of a savory edge to it rather than just sweet. So I've heard that amongst desserts in Japan, the idea of it being too sweet is kind of like not wanted. So I think that Oiwake dango has definitely gotten a good balance between like sweetness and also savoriness, which makes it a lot more enjoyable. So this one now is the nori dango, which I saw it and I was quite surprised because I would just assume that dango overall would be like quite sweet, but it's definitely fishy. So this one hasn't got a sauce on it. So I'm quite intrigued to see what the vibe is for that one. That's not what, I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm not sure how I feel about the texture. I feel that the nori makes it a bit more stodgy, whereas the other ones, the sauce kind of makes it a bit more smoother to eat. But yeah, I'm not sure if I like this one. I feel like this one is, the texture's a bit more like clumpy when you do eat it. But I mean, the taste is not like horrible. Oh, Pat!
Oh, hello.
Try some nori dango. It's so chewy. though. It's interesting, but I don't like the texture. I think it's too stodgy. Do you think it goes well with the dango?
Somewhat.
Mm.
I've not tried this before.
No, yeah. I know. Thanks for the participation. Try it if you're interested and curious, but for me, this one is not my favorite that I've tried. So straight off the bat, I got like a whiff of ginger, which was quite nice. So this is the shoga dango, which is ginger, and it's got some bits on it, which is, I'm assuming is ginger, but like I'm quite intrigued to see how this one tastes. Yeah, I'm fascinated by the smell. I do like ginger foods, so I'll give it a go. I think that's delicious. I think that's really like the flavor of that. It's nice. It's very similar like the mitarashi dango, the sauce, but then it's got that kick of ginger in it, which is really nice. And I really like the different of textures between the soft and like the little crunchiness of the ginger. I think that's really enjoyable. I really recommend oiwake dango if you really want a good taste of like different flavors, because it is not like, none of them have been like too much or like sickening. I was worried actually by getting 4 different dangos to try, because I was like, I'm not going to make it through the first 2, but these are really manageable. And yeah, this one's really good. I like the ginger a lot. Overall, the dango was actually a very interesting experience. I have tried it before. They have it in like 7-Eleven, Lawson's and stuff, but it just doesn't compare. Oiwake dango, I really recommend this place. It was just, first of all, really quick service. You have like a basket and then you can just pick whatever you want. Really affordable prices, I believe. And it's in the middle of Shinjuku, so like it's quite a easy accessed place. Very close to station. Mitarashi dango was really good, but it was just a classic flavor. But the ginger one really surprised me. I wasn't sure about what the vibe was. If it was going to be very gingery, savory, sweet. But I really like the combination and the subtle kick of ginger that was noticeable there. Didn't really like the nori, but I'm glad I took it to try it. And the sesame was really good as well. The sauce was really rich. So yeah, I thought it was really good. So food media approved.
So what did I learn? I learned that the main difference between Japanese desserts and Western desserts is that Japanese desserts rely mainly on using natural ingredients, while Western desserts have a more sweeter taste and a larger range of ingredients used. Outside of Japan, mochi is a very well-known dessert. However, in Japan, it seems that mitarashi dango is more popular. I got to try some delicious desserts that have definitely expanded my tastes and love for the Japanese cuisine.